these labs require biosecurity level 4, means you have to wear a hazmat suit, and they use reverse ventilation, what have you. All you need is a ventilation system going out, someone spilling a test tube, someone not being careful. And the Biden administration in 2024, in the summer of 2024, published this legislation, and it's concerning pathogens of pandemic potential that are dual purpose. It's very important.
I'm a little confused.
And what that means is we are in the business of creating pathogens that can create pandemics, but they have a dual purpose: to get the world sick and to create vaccines.
I see what you're saying. So they're able to create a pathogen now that can get you just sick enough, you're saying?
Get the whole world sick. Now, that's kind of tricky because...
Let me read this really fast, sorry. There have been no recent reports of community-wide leak or environmental breach from the Biolabs in Galveston as early as 2026. In February 2025, reports disclosed that there were 3 incidents in 2024 where researchers were potentially exposed to infectious agents within the high containment labs. The Shapira virus, a lab worker accidentally punched their finger with a needle while handling an infected guinea pig. Shout out guinea pigs, all of them. Shapira is a rare, deadly hemorrhagic fever virus. Anthrax were also cited in the annual biosafety summer release, and containment status. In all 3 cases, the incidents were contained inside the lab.
So let's go to thefocalpoints.com. We're going to have to start going to the original papers because you're getting snowed on artificial intelligence. You're getting snowed. Okay, now do the search button up there and type in Biolab leak.
Galveston?
No, it'll come up.
Okay.
Let's pick any one of those. Just pick the UNC Chapel Hill.
That's it right there.
Click on the link right there. And this is what I do. I just go from the original papers and none of this, I think.
Yeah, because a lot of AIs, that was Gemini, I think. A lot of AIs, you just don't know what they're
You're
pulling in.
Getting snowed. The illusion of biosafety during SARS-CoV-2 research. Multiple apparent occult lab-acquired infections identified under BSL-3 conditions, premier U.S. labs. And so, we're starting to get the idea that these labs are not infallible. And, Trump has actually stopped federal funding of these, but they're richly funded by foundations like Gates Foundation, Rockefeller Trust, Wellcome Trust, and they're big business for universities. Do you know that not a single state has done an inventory of their biolabs? And I'm on the Senate committee for Arizona, and they asked, "Well, Doc, what can we do to do better next time?" I said, "Why don't you do an inventory of what universities are running biolabs?"
Wow. So there's biolabs on college campuses right now.
Oh, for sure.
And are some of them handling pretty severely infectious diseases?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Go back to
which ones? Do you know?
Go back to Focal Points, and I want you to pull up one I did. Search on this, and do pandemic potential dual. You're going to get the Biden administration. There we go. Click on the top one. This is the government. Just scroll down. This is the government work on pandemics. This is the Bioweapons Convention, 1975, that says we shouldn't be in this business, so they call them biological threats. And just go down. The Biden administration put out guidance on this, of this dual use potential. And it's a 31-page document, and it's very minimal oversight. Listen, if you were making a nuclear bomb in a university lab, you'd have the Nuclear Regulatory Commission all over you.
Yeah. And
here, this is so light. Voluntary reporting, just kind of tell us what you're generally doing. There was a biolab that someone found in Ridley, California. There was one recently in Las Vegas. It's been said, I can't back it up, but it said they're all over Ukraine.
Wow.
I am telling you, The next threat we have is from a biolab. I feel pretty strongly about it.
Well, I think based on what's happened recently, yeah. I mean, I think that would make a lot of sense to say. America feels super compromised, I feel like, in a lot of, I know, shocking. And I think we trusted the red, white, and blue, You believed that America was this thing for so long. And it may have been at some point, but I feel like the number one thing that I notice amongst a lot of my friends is that people just feel that everyone's questioning everything right now, that we don't trust. We don't trust that our country, that our government, that that the entities out there are looking out for our best interest at all. In fact, that they're using us as prey. What countries do you feel like are leading the way in fighting for like truth and transparency? Do you feel like? And then with that said, how hard would it be for there to be this world like pandemic cabal to take over?
Has the world ever agreed on anything?
No.
All 193 countries? Ever?
No.
Written language, religion, nothing. But suddenly this pandemic comes out and all the countries agree that essentially there's one solution, mass vaccination. You've got genetic vaccines that have never been used in mankind ever. And we're talking about largely messenger RNA vaccines, Pfizer and Moderna, which are the leads.
So we'd never used genetic vaccines in the history of man?
Never. And so...
Is that true? Bring that up. These are the first genetic... What does that mean exactly?
They're the first human messenger RNA vaccines. It's the genetic code for the lethal spike protein.
Got it.
What a gamble. So you have a protein that's been worked on for years and years and years, and it's lethal. It's proven to be lethal. Then we create the genetic code for this lethal protein and inject the genetic code with no idea what's going to shut it off.
No, genetic vaccines such as mRNA or DNA vaccines had not been used in humans before 2020. They underwent preclinical testing and early phase human clinical